much can a fern lose?
5,000.
I don't think a fern is 5,000.
It might be.
Hey, what's happening, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls?
We are back.
Welcome to Live at 8. It is 8 o'clock, Frank, and we are live. We're live, Frank. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. Just keeping an eye on the audio levels.
Yeah, it's always...
Multitasking. Folks, we got a great show for you today.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Fantastic. Yeah, so it's great. It's a great show.
It's great.
It's great.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
my God.
Just
it's fantastic.
Oh, it's great.
Oh, my God. It's fantastic.
We got some news about loneliness and obesity, how they go hand in hand, and which one is worse. Which one do you think's worse, Frank?
Obesity.
Good guess. You're wrong. We're also going to get into home remedies. A woman, I think in Indianapolis, tried to cure her child's autism. What did she use for that, Frank? She used hydrochloric acid, chlorine, a cocktail of the two. She whipped something up. And we're going to get into that. We're also going to get into Katie Couric and how she offended the Dutch.
Yikes.
They're not easily offended either.
No, they got a good sense of humor.
They made fun of her, honestly.
Does she still have that haircut?
She has a haircut. Well,
that's good to know.
Yeah. And finally, we will round out our news with a very interesting story about AI, which Frank is deeply scared of, the AI. And essentially,
the AI.
A futurist, which is a profession that I'd like to get into, a futurist has said that AI will be 1 billion times smarter than humans.
Is it that Tesla guy?
Nope, but they do reference Elon Musk in the story.
That's a dumb name.
1 billion times smarter. What does that mean?
I'm not good with math, so I have no idea.
That's a lot of zeros. So we'll get into all of that and more. We'll get into my newest addiction.
What are you addicted to this week?
PUBG. PlayerUnknown's Battleground. I can't get enough of it.
What is PUBG?
PlayerUnknown's Battleground.
You keep saying the title like I know what it is, and I don't know what it is.
A video game. We are on Twitch. A video game in which 100 people in groups of 1, 2, or 4 jump out of a plane onto a Russian island with another island, and essentially they kill each other.
How do you know it's Russian though?
Because all the names of the cities and places are Russian.
Oh, it's actually real life stuff.
Well, the map is a Russian place, and a circle slowly begins to grow.
That's kind of funny that you say that.
Oh yeah,
because I play a game that's eerily similar to it, except
is that Mickey Mouse Play-Doh bullshit game?
No, it's this brilliant game for free called Fortnite, and you can play in groups of 1, 2, or 4. Yeah. And instead of what do you jump out of?
A plane.
Yeah, we jump out of a bus. It's a party bus. There's music going, and basically you can mine and build and hang out with your friends and kill people.
Sounds fucking
fictitious
stupid.
People. I think it's nice.
We're going to get into our addictions. Fortnite for him, PUBG for me.
Not an addiction.
It is an addiction for me. If I could take it intravenously.
Well, the first step's admitting it, so there you go.
Yeah. Why pretend? It's going to be a great show, folks. My blazer's a little bit too small, and just can't.
It's not that noticeable.
Well, I brought it out into the light of day.
You got some big shoulders.
Oh, thanks, man.
No, I'm just saying the jacket's got big shoulders.
Oh, thanks, man. For those of you watching on YouTube, we are live every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on twitch.tv/live at 8 spelled out.
Live at 8. And if you're on the West Coast or Pacific Islander.
Or a mountain time. You live in the mountains. I don't know what that is. 1 hour, 2 hours?
I think Central Time's 1 hour.
I don't care, quite frankly. But if you're here, we appreciate it. All 2 of you. And if you are watching on Twitch, which I doubt, then you can watch the program in its entirety on YouTube the next day. YouTube/Matt Caridi, Caridi, Matt Caridi, where we will have the entire show posted for your viewing pleasure.
For you.
With that said, let's get into the news from...
Here we go.
The Telegraph, which is a United Kingdom newspaper.
Well, if it's a United Kingdom one, you have to read it like Michael Caine.
I can't sustain a Michael Caine voice for that long. And by the way, folks, let me just quickly address the fact that we have this graphic right now.
Look at that.
I'm extremely proud of it. Extremely proud of it.
It's fantastic.
We want to thank Bill a guy I work with who really saves my ass. I mean, he's the best guy.
I don't know him, but hats off to you.
Hats off to Bill. He has really inadvertently helped the show so darn much.
He saved the show.
So darn much.
Single-handedly.
Shouts outs to Bill. So, loneliness, Frank.
Read it like Michael Caine.
I can't.
Loneliness is deadlier than obesity. That sounded bad.
Loneliness is more deadly than obesity.
That was my bad.
Loneliness is lethal, and people should start planning socially for retirement as well as financially. I'll read you the first couple of paragraphs.
Okay.
Here it comes, Frank. Are you ready for it?
My ears are ready.
Loneliness is deadlier than obesity and should be considered a major public health hazard. Researchers in the United States, that's where we live, looked at 218 studies into the health effects of social isolation and loneliness involving nearly 4 million people. That's a pretty good cross-section.
4 million is a pretty good sample size, if we're being honest.
Pretty enormous. They discovered that lonely people had a 50%, that's half. Lonely people have half the increased risk of early death compared to those with good social connections. In contrast, Frank,
I'm out.
Obesity raises the chance of dying before the age of 70, early death, by 30%.
Wow. So
fatties live longer than lonely bastards. What do you think about that, Franklin? What do you think about that?
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah?
Because bigger people, they have a lot more body heat.
Okay.
They got a lot more stored up.
Taking it from the body heat perspective.
Body heat, science perspective. I'm putting on a science hat, and this is my science.
Do you want your science? It's under the table.
Do you have my science hat on standby?
I think I got it.
Thank you.
Wait. Let me.
No, that's the gambling hat.
Oh, that is the gambling.
That's the gambling hat.
It looks kind of similar. Oh, it's the one with the light bulb on?
Yeah.
It's the one with the light bulb. It's what? Let me turn it on. Okay.
Thank you.
Light bulb's on.
Thank you. Science hat.
Science hat, folks.
If you're a bigger person, you live longer because you have more meat stored up for the winter when you hibernate.
And lonely people are skinnier?
Right, like me. Like I have to survive all winter. I can't sleep all winter because I'm so thin. I can't go into hibernation. I just can't.
What do you have to do during the winter then? What do you do?
I have to fend for myself and fight off against other future attackers.
Are those attackers skinny?
They're
Your logic is flawed, Frank.
They're on the frail side.
Oh. Here's my question. Should we be fat or lonely?
The choice is yours.
What if you're both?
Oh.
What if you're obese and you're lonely?
So, wait, okay, so 50 plus 30 is 80. You have an 80% chance of dying before 70.
You're basically going to die if you're obese and lonely.
That's quick maths.
That's tough.
That's quick maths.
How do you sidestep loneliness as an older person? What are you going to do when you're 85 years old?
Ooh.
Sadly, your spouse has passed.
If I have one.
And you're single Frank again after 51 years of marriage.
I'm back on the market, baby.
To Annabelle Jacqueline Kennedy.
Oh.
Annabelle Jacqueline Kennedy. You're married to a Kennedy. She passes away. Because of your lithe physique, you have stood the test of time.
Well, I couldn't remarry because I'd be in the Kennedy family and I'd be you can't
So
leave.
what are you going to do? What are you going to do to not be lonely? To not die early? Like your wife, Miss Kennedy.
I'm always going to have a goal to reach for in the future.
Okay. How does that help you with social interaction?
I don't know. It just helps me, give me something to look forward to instead of sitting around and dying.
Here's what I'm going to do, Frank. Here's what I'm going to do.
I'm sure it's brilliant.
It's not brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I'm going to start a basketball league for geriatric people. 6-foot rims.
Oh my God.
I'm 6'7" right now. I don't know if you knew that. I don't know. I'm very tall.
You're 6'7"?
I'm very important and very impressive.
Oh my goodness.
Nobody says I'm not. Everyone says I'm very impressive.
Gargantuan.
I'll be 6'3" when I'm 85. Okay? I will hunch over. I'll lose some height. I will. My neck will be down here all the time. I will not have good posture. But at 6'3", I will dominate that basketball league. And I will not die early because I will be playing basketball with my boys and girls.
My boys.
And girls, quite frankly. At the age of 85, we all are going to be at the same level, I should think. By the way, at 85, it'll be the year 2080, okay? Women will be better than men at that point. Don't ask me how. They will. They kind of, I'm not going to get into a sex war. I'm not going to get into a battle of the sex. All I'm saying is that girls and boys are invited. You have to be at least 83 years old.
That's the only way.
You have to be lonely. and we will
And you have to be fat.
live on together. Well, no, if you're fat, well, yeah, you're invited if you're fat.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I don't care.
Come one, come all to
Fat,
Matt's
skinny,
6 foot
tall,
basketball
short,
league.
I'm going to yam on you. I'm going to crush you.
I'm still going to shoot from the outside, though.
I'm not a great basketball player. I should just keep a note of that.
I'm unstoppable.
But at 85, I will absolutely dominate anyone
Next story.
that meets me at the rim. Next story. Whoosh. Speaking of meeting people at the rim, this story has nothing to do with that. From Boston, 25 News. Fox
Boston.
25 News.
I'm reading it in my accent.
Police.
Oh, it says Springfield, Ohio.
This is the police. They say a woman beat up a store employee over a Facebook post.
Good.
Let me give you
Good.
the short of it. Springfield police officers were called to a store at about 4:30. An employee told authorities a group of women came into the store asking for the manager, but she wasn't there at that time. The group then began to follow the employee around the store. Bad look. Bad news. Not looking good for this employee. The employee asked them to leave, but they refused and allegedly followed her to the stockroom. That's a bad look, Frank.
Yeah, I
You
don't
got
like
two
that.
employees asking for the manager and they're following you. Get out your knife.
Get out something.
Get out your knife.
First, where does she work?
This
Dollar
is at the
store?
dollar store.
Okay, so what are you going to get at a dollar store if you had to fight someone? Everything's $1, so you got to
Ooh,
think.
Great question. I was recently at a dollar store.
Were you at a Dollar Tree or Dollar Store, Dollar General? Like,
It was a Dollar General.
okay, so everything's generally $1.
It's generally
so you can
$1.
get like a $5 like knife,
I'm going to... No, there's no knives at the dollar store.
plastic knives,
I'm going to get the heaviest thing I can find.
which is
A milk gallon.
oh,
A gallon of milk.
and just bash them.
This is my thought with any fight that I'm going to get into, Frank. Let's say I have my phone
Mm-hmm.
and a sketchy dude is coming after me, okay? Or he's approaching me. I'm walking to the stock room. He's approaching me,
Right.
okay? Two people, doesn't matter. I got a cup of tea and I got a phone. What do? Splash the tea. One down. Toss it at their head.
Two down.
Two down, okay? And that's all it takes, Frank.
Right.
I don't know if you know this. I've been in a lot of fights.
Yeah, you seem like you know a lot about fighting.
I'll give you a little bit of that.
Yeah, Jack Johnson and Tom O'Leary waiting for you
Better
right
watch
here.
out for the left hook. Okay, so here's what I do. Cup of tea at one, phone at the other. I have the advantage now. Milliseconds. I have milliseconds, Frank.
I'm actually
Millis-
intrigued. I'm
millisec-
intrigued by this story.
Jab right, jab left. Jab right, jab left. Jab right, jab left. Jab right. They get punched out, they're down. They're done.
All right, take a page out of The Fighter. You ever watch The Fighter with Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale? Head body, head body, head body. Not you, not you, not you. I'm the one fighting this fight.
That's good.
Hire
Yeah,
me.
I'm gonna beat you up. No, that's a 2-on-1. You're not gonna win a 2-on-1.
Never. Never, ever.
So here's what happened. One of the women allegedly punched the employee in the back of the head. Not fair.
That's a cheap shot.
Grabbed her by the hair and flung her into the stockroom. The report says
Dang.
the woman began punching the victim in the face while the other kicked her in the face. The employee tried to call the police while she's getting kicked in the face, which is an admirable effort. But the phone she was holding,
911, what's your emergency?
I'm getting kicked in the face, was knocked out of her hands. The woman told the victim the incident was on their surveillance video. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me repeat that. Adam, our producer, has asked me to learn to read. It's fair.
Got him.
The woman told the victim
Good one, Adam.
the incident was about a surveillance video. So while they're beating her up, they're explaining to her that a surveillance video of them shoplifting was posted earlier that day by the manager of that Dollar Tree, Dollar General. So here's what happened.
The wet bandits over here.
They got caught shoplifting. The manager puts the video on Facebook and says, whoever these freaking
Imbeciles are.
they stole shit from us. Whoever knows them, let us know. We're going to get the police involved.
They came back to the
They
scene of
come
the
back
crime?
to the scene of the crime.
That's how to get caught 101.
Very brainy people. Very smart
well,
people
criminals
at the
aren't
Dollar
very
General.
smart in the first place.
No. And they say,
But-
where's the manager? We're going to kick his ass. And the woman says, he's not here. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. So then they just beat the hell out of the employee because he's the only business representative they could find.
Right.
And that's what happened. Here's the irony. Okay, the victim, this isn't ironic. The victim had visible swelling on her cheek under her eye. Her front teeth were knocked flat inside of her mouth.
Woo!
Yikes. That's
That hurt.
expensive. That is expensive damage.
That hurts.
A manager arrived at the scene and provided video of some of the incident, the new incident. That's about it. That's about it. So the manager has tape of them beating the hell out of her and shoplifting. Let's hope that justice will be served to those two ingrates. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You did something bad, you got caught, you want revenge. Maybe don't go to the scene of the crime. Maybe watch any movie about crime.
Watch any movie ever. Doesn't even have to be about crime.
They probably would have got away with it. You're stealing from the Dollar General. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
You gotta be.
Who the hell cares?
That's his 4-year-old impression. Next story.
Next story. Whoosh. Good transition. Good transition. Indianapolis, folks. An ABC affiliate. Channel 4.
That's CBS.
Channel 4. CBS affiliate. Good looks, Frank. Experts warn against home remedies after a mother allegedly fed her child hydrochloric acid and chlorine to cure autism.
This is my favorite story we've done so far.
Don't vaccinate your kids.
Oh my God, I haven't even read it.
They'll get autism if you vaccinate your kids.
I haven't even read it yet. Well, people aren't having kids because the ocean's coming, and now we got this.
But in the event that your child does have autism,
in the event,
get a little dropper, a little bit of hydrochloric acid.
And chlorine.
A little bit of bleach.
And chlorine.
A father, this is the best part, the father was the one that outed the mom for doing this.
The father.
Father's for, I think, holy.
You're just like your father.
What have I done? A father on the city's south side of Indianapolis accused his wife of feeding their child bleach to help cure her autism.
Right, like any parent does.
The reporter says the mother was putting drops of hydrochloric acid and water purifying solution, which means chlorine, into her child's drink. The man says his wife told him, the man's wife told, her husband, she read about the mixture on a Facebook group.
Right.
An online mixture.
What is it called?
Facebook.
Mothers trying to kill autistic kids?
That's a good one, Frank. The mother reportedly identified the mixture as a miracle mineral solution. A miracle mineral solution.
More like a cocktail from hell.
Child Services is investigating more on the miracle solution. Miracle mineral solution claims to be a cure-all
solution
for anything ranging from cancer to hepatitis.
Oh God, it's not just for autism.
And even AIDS. This miracle mixture will cure AIDS. What else cures AIDS? I don't know. Nothing. Except for this.
Who knew?
Cocktail
acid and chlorine.
Hydrochloric acid and chlorine.
Oh my God.
However, despite these claims, health officials, including the FDA, have warned that the product is little more than bleach.
Oh, there's more in it.
No, it's just bleach. They're saying it's bleach.
Oh, there's no acid. It's just bleach.
What?
I don't read.
Not well. Anyway,
I just love the fact that it's cure for everything. How do I get my hands on this?
That's a great question.
I might go to the store.
I think you can join the Facebook group.
Okay.
And I'm sure that they have the recipe online.
I will be the champion for that group.
Yeah?
I will be the leader of your fight. I will lead the marches on Washington for you.
Woo!
Give me all the acid. Give me all the chlorine and bleach. Let me take it down to Washington. All right, let me get some bills passed. Wheel and deal.
Amen.
I'm your guy.
I don't know about you, Frank, but I've been drinking public swimming pool water for a long time.
And he turned out just fine.
And I'm not autistic. Is it a coincidence? You decide. You decide.
Next story.
Whoosh. Exceptional. Katie
Brilliant.
Couric, Frank.
Katie Couric.
What do you know about Katie?
I think she worked for CBS.
CBS.
And she had a haircut that was unique.
Actually, it was NBC.
What? You think Big Brain Frank knows everything about NBC?
I'm quite certain she was with Matt Lauer.
I thought so too.
And I'm quite certain Matt Lauer was trying to give her a little woo. Anyway,
she had that unique haircut.
What unique haircut?
She had that. She was the first one to get like the bob that everyone started rocking. It was like a big story. Like Katie Couric got her haircut. This just in on Entertainment Tonight.
I wish I was that famous. I'm not.
You been watching the Olympics?
No.
I have. The Dutch are amazing speed skaters. They've won like 4 gold medals already. I was watching it today, actually.
Katie Couric was paying attention to that.
Really?
Yeah, and she made a bold claim, Frank.
Okay, what is it?
And the Dutch mocked her for it.
Oh, great.
Katie Couric might not want to visit.
Is that her?
Or she might want to visit. Yeah, that's her right there. She
to
needs to visit Amsterdam to know what the hell's going on. The broadcaster is drawing criticism on social media after her unusual reasoning for the Netherlands' success in speed skating over the years.
What'd she say? They were high?
Couric, who co-anchored NBC's coverage of the Friday's Olympic opening ceremony in Pyeongchang. It's my dog's name, Pyeongchang.
I'm sorry, NBC. You know I love you.
Said that the Dutch rely on skating as a form of transportation in their capital city, which sits at sea level, as you know, Frank.
Of course, everyone does.
As you know, it has lots of canals that can freeze in the winter, Couric said. So, for as long as those canals have existed, the Dutch, and this is how she said it, have skated on them to get from place to place, to race each other,
Nimbly,
and also
bimbly, skating place to place.
have fun. And that's her right there. That's her right there.
All right.
On social media, the Dutch answers were unanimous. Yeah, but not so much. Gert van Dijk said,
Van Dyke.
yeah, whatever. Dear Katie Couric, the Dutch do not skate to work. Skating in clogs is too hard even for us. Jos de Wittgenstein, you just make this up. NBC opening ceremony coverage. Katie Couric talks about why the Netherlands is so good at speed skating as the Netherlands enters the stadium. And this, folks, is why Americans are less bright about the rest of the world as they spread fake news.
That's not fake news.
Please do not judge us for Katie Couric's comments.
Okay.
Don't judge us.
Can I give her a pass?
Judge us for racism. Judge us for our gun laws. Don't judge us for Katie Couric.
Can I give her a pass, though?
Why?
Because she's clearly just making a joke saying that, like, oh, it's frozen, so they skate from place to place, and that's why they're so good.
She presented it as legitimate coverage.
Did she?
I watched the video. I should have linked it.
Okay.
But she was she was serious.
Okay. Well, reading it in text, my bad. My bad, Netherlands.
This is a good tweet from Dirk van Mutjenkloef. Rush hour in the Netherlands. Thought that was funny.
Name some justice.
Indeed. This is a typical morning commute for the windmill workers in Amsterdam, says Steven Ottens, which is the most
Is that a
normal
joke
name.
or is that real?
That's a joke. They're making fun of it. That's tongue-in-cheek. They skate for funsies, but they don't skate to get to places.
Busy day. Okay, that one's funny.
Busy day ahead. Have meetings in 11 cities. Better sharpen my ice skates. That is from Confused to the Max. So, they don't do it as much as Katie Couric said. She's drawn fire, but not real fire, not real condemnation, just the internet kind of condemnation. Very interesting.
Good for her.
Yeah. The fact that she's being talked about, Katie Couric, in 2018,
is good for her.
That is actually good for her.
All publicity is good publicity.
Like, we got to start making
headlines,
ghastly errors.
Oh yeah.
So that we
just
can
straight
get
up
more than 3 people watching the program.
This just in, the city of Morgantown is in debt $10 billion. President Guy and the mayor are running away to their safe haven in the Bahamas.
I have not watched the Olympics, Franklin. What's been going on? Who's
Well,
winning? Who's winning the snowball fight?
United States
Are we ranked in
snowboarding.
the snowball fight?
I think that's at the very end.
Okay.
You haven't missed that one yet.
Okay.
But the United States is dominating snowboarding. And there's
Oh.
this one chick that's just becoming some superstar because she tweets she likes to eat right before she goes on an event.
What'd she eat?
I think she said something about ice cream. I'm not sure.
That's not a very healthy decision.
I like ice cream.
Hope she's not going to be lonely when she's older, because she sure as shit is going to be obese.
Yeah, well, she's also a gold medal winner.
She won't be obese, but I might. Next story. Whoosh, I won't be obese. I'll kill myself before I become obese. Not to say that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
It's a way of life. I'm creating controversy. The Dutch are going to start making fun of me.
Oh, God.
They're going to start saying, I'm a liar.
Are you reading this story? Look at it. Look at it.
CNBC, folks.
Look at it.
Let's get off of me crushing people.
I don't like this story one bit already.
As we all know, Frank is very, very frightened by AI.
Open your eyes.
AI technology.
They don't need to sleep. They don't need to eat. They're smarter than us. They feel no emotion. You can't cry and be like, please don't kill me. I have a family. They're like, boom. You ever seen Terminator?
I've not.
RoboCop?
I've not.
Judge Dredd?
Nope.
iRobot?
No.
Terminator Salvation?
Negative.
Blade?
I'm afraid not.
You seen Blade?
I've never seen Blade. I've seen Blade Runner.
Field of Dreams?
I don't think it has robots in it.
Those weren't robots?
I'm pretty sure those were ghosts or something like that. Spirits. Anyway, AI will be billions of times smarter than humans, and man needs to emerge, not emerge, merge with it, an expert says. An expert.
I'm not getting with no robot.
The 3 bullet points, which I'm so fond of. Artificial intelligence could be billions of times smarter. I just said that. Ian Pearson, a futurist at Futurizon, hell of a name, said that there will need to be a link between AI and a human brain. Elon Musk said last year that humans must merge with machines to not be irrelevant in the age of AI.
I am absolutely obsessed with that little video that's playing on the screen right now. Look at that guy's face.
He does have a face. More important than his
it's
face.
stapled to the back of his head.
$2.99 with your Kroger card for a 5-pound bag of red or gold potatoes.
What?
How about that shit?
Wait, hold on.
I know where I'm going after the show.
Yeah, actually, I am going to Kroger after the show.
I'm going to go get me some potatoes.
Red or gold?
Red or gold, whichever you prefer. Artificial intelligence could be a billion times smarter. The fact is that AI can go further than humans, any human. It could be billions of times smarter than humans at this point, Pearson said. So we really do need to make sure that we have some means of keeping up. Essentially, we got to get AI in us. We need to merge.
Not putting robots in me.
We got to put a robot
Not doing
in
it.
veins, man. Look, I don't know if you've seen Blade Runner 2049.
No, I haven't.
Okay. The whole plot, spoilers for 2049, is about a human being, Harrison Ford, having a baby with a replicant, which is sort of an AI. I mean, it's technically an AI. It's artificial intelligence, so it's an AI, but it's a biological AI.
You're right.
Skin and bones, but fake that. Anyway, it becomes so important because it has a soul. And all I'm saying is this. Let me just get to the point.
Yeah.
AI will be smarter than us.
Well, yeah.
We will become the weaker race, the weaker species, okay?
Race?
We need to merge with the AI. We need to inject the AI in us.
Injecting
Nanobots
AI.
curing cancer.
I'm not doing it.
They're not going to get a mind of their own.
They're going to take over my body. Have you
No.
ever seen District 9 where that
No.
guy turns into an alien robot thing?
No.
That's
No.
exactly what
I want
happens. They
nanobots
put a little bit of
in
alien
me.
in him, and he's done.
I want tattoos that keep an eye on my blood pressure, my heart rate, my blood
you
sugar.
can't get into Jewish heaven with tattoos, so
I'm cool with that. I don't need to go into Jewish heaven. I'm going to Muslim heaven.
they have locks.
Not only that, I could be faster. I could be smarter.
You're not the $6 million man.
I could stop taking amphetamines twice a day, every day, 7 days a week. I just could put AI in me, and I wouldn't need to take all my meth.
You could win every game of PUBG ever if you were a robot.
I would be so good at PUBG, it would be ridiculous.
That's a callback.
No. That's a call forward because we're about to
That's
talk
a teaser.
about PUBG. Not much more to say than the fact that Elon Musk agrees. We got to
And
merge
I don't
with the
trust
AI. Frank, you can sit in your lonely room.
I'll sit
at
in
the
my
age of
ivory tower.
85 after your wife,
Was it Kennedy?
A Kennedy passed away. You're not invited to my basketball league unless you have AI implants. I will be yamming.
What do you mean implants? Like AI?
That's what they're saying. They're going to integrate AI into
AI
the body. That's what they're saying.
breast implants?
If you want bigger boobs, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Which actually is about something I learned today, which we'll get to. Today I Learned is coming up soon. Anyway, I'm into it. Sign me up. Take my money. Take all of my money.
I'm out. No.
I want machines in me. And that's all I have to say about that. Transition. That was the news, folks. That was the meat of the show. Those were the spare ribs. Now, we're going to give you the sides. Mashed potatoes, creamed corn, special ingredient in the creamed corn. You wouldn't believe what it is. Hot sauce.
I like the side shows that we do here. That's where I thrive.
Oh, yeah?
I get a lot of good bits out of the Today I Learned and the Today in History.
Well, we'll get to that. But first, station identification. You can watch our program if you're currently watching on Twitch, which we should have up in front of us, but we don't. If any of you are watching on Twitch, you can watch the full program on YouTube / Matt Caridi, Caridi. And if you're watching on YouTube, you're a subscriber, you're wondering why I'm not talking about old movies.
5 golden frames or 10 golden frames.
You can watch us.
Not a thing.
Well, season 1 is over.
Season
2
1's sorry.
may come. We might
They're
get
on
picked back
hiatus.
up. We
They're
might
on
get picked
hiatus.
back up. Anyway,
I'm here now.
You can watch us on.
I'm here now.
You can watch us on the Twitch every 8 p.m.
On Tuesday, Thursday.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays.
From
Eastern
here till the end of
Standard Time. Let's get into the topic of our show.
Okay.
The topic of our show.
Which is?
PUBG versus Play-Doh Dumbass Fortnite.
No, that's not the name.
I have been playing PUBG.
You're a hipster to PUBG?
All weekend. And I've counted the hours, Frank. 18 hours.
That's bad.
Since I got home Friday. I got home Friday night until about 12:30 last night.
When did your eyes start to bleed?
I got horrible headaches.
Yeah, I bet.
Horrible headaches. But I kept going through it because I'm not a pussy.
Yeah, you gotta muscle up. Those video game wins.
Adam White.
I'm doing good in the game, so I'm doing good in life.
Adam White, no, I'm fully aware that it means nothing. I do it for the chemical high, okay? Let me tell you about PUBG.
That's why I do comedy.
You get dropped with 3 of your best buds from a plane
all right,
onto a Russian island.
as you mentioned previously.
You're either in the zone or you're out of the zone. If you're out of the zone, it will eventually start to kill you. The blue...
What's it called? The storm?
It's not called anything.
Ours is called storm.
You're just outside of the zone or you're in the zone.
Storm.
We don't have to make up silly names for the children so they can understand that it's going to hurt us. We just know if you're in the zone, you're good. If you're out of the zone, you're not good. And eventually kill you. Okay. And it gets smaller and smaller until you eventually have to see every player. People die. And that's it. You can die at any moment. That's the thing. It is very hard to shoot, to aim, to kill. Okay? So you got to be on one to make sure that, okay, is that room clear? Is that room clear? Are those doors open in that village? Okay, let's stop here. Get the car, stop here. Okay, anyway, all I'm saying is this. I'm addicted to it. I've been playing with our producer, Adam White. A-Bomb Blanco.
A-Bomb Blanco.
He is so good at this game.
How good is he?
I'm not trying to sing his praises or blow smoke up his ass.
How good is he?
I think it was this weekend. He was the only person still alive in our group, and the circle was tiny.
Yeah.
We were basically in a field. He did not have the high ground. There was a team of 3 coming towards him. He was half health. He did not have a lot of juice left in him. They had the high ground. They were coming in. He killed all of them. He killed them all. He had a tree for cover, and he killed them all. I don't know if that means anything to you, Frank, or to any of our viewers. I'm sure that there's some PUBGers out there. But to those who are laymen and do not understand this game, it's impressive. And that's not all he does. He brings a terrible attitude to the mix, which keeps us sharp. He's very mean to us when we don't do well. He always tells me, Matt, fire your weapon. For goodness sake, don't get in the car whenever a group comes at us. You're a liability, Matt. Stop, quit, give up, kill yourself. And he keeps me sharper for it.
Jesus.
He keeps me sharper for it. Anyway, I digress. The game is exceptional. It is an adrenaline high every second because you could die at any moment. And then when you actually have position on someone, you can take some shots. And by the grace of God, you kill someone. Who needs opioids? Who needs them?
The entire state of West Virginia.
True. I have PUBG. So tell me about your dumbass Play-Doh game.
You keep saying Play-Doh game, and it's not a Play-Doh game.
The graphics are Mickey Mouse.
Okay,
the graphics are Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Saturday morning with your bowl of cereal graphics.
Well, let me begin by saying I don't play your little hodgepodge game because it makes me sick. I can't play games with blood and a lot of movement in them because I don't like them.
Okay.
And they make me not feel good.
Go ahead. Keep going.
So I play PUBG. It's the first shooting game I've ever played in my life, and I like it because of the camaraderie, the friendship, the everyone comes together, and one common goal is to run away from the storm and defeat all the other people that are playing in the game also.
Yep.
And you have cool guns, and you have lame guns, like the crossbow, which is a weird addition. Are you watching your own game? Is this you?
Go ahead and, Adam, go ahead and get the triple screen up. I just want to show...
No, but
some
Fortnite,
footage.
you're playing, like, Fortnite, you can play with your mates.
This is not Fortnite.
I'm not a good video game guy. Okay, if we're being honest, I stink at video games. I'm the worst one in my squad, but I get squad wins because of my good friend Dylan Dowler and Charlie Kittle. They're really good at the game.
That's great. Here's the deal. This is PUBG. Look at those graphics. Okay? He's coming up on prison right now.
This looks like a whole bunch of nothing, man. We should start watching videos on here more often.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can do that. This is PUBG. Okay? It's got a Call of Duty vibe. Most people play it in third person.
I can't watch it, dude. I think I'm getting sick.
Others do not. Your boy's checking out the prison.
Is this you?
This is what you do.
Is this you?
No, this is not me. It's just a YouTube video.
Okay.
You're crouching. You're clearing rooms. Death is at every corner. I don't know what else to say. I doubt that I'm going to be able to find him.
It looks eerily similar to Fortnite.
The sad part of this game is that you can... Oh, he got 2 kills. Stand by. Stand by, folks. This is a classic... He's camping. We're going to announce he's camping good and hard, okay? He has heard footsteps. So important to hear stuff. Okay, this guy's a dumbass. He's not even paying attention. Dead.
DOA.
That's how it goes. That could have been you, Frank. That could have been you dying.
But it wouldn't because I'm not going to play this dumb game.
Okay, let's take a quick look real quick at Fortnite.
Yeah, let's take a look at Fortnite.
We got more combat. Oh, there it is.
Cool.
He killed him.
Let's take a look at Fortnite.
That guy was pretty good. Fortnite, which by the way is a free game.
Exactly. That's why it's great. It's free. It's bringing back friendship. I was playing with random people all over the world.
I don't value a free game.
Look at this. Isn't this nice and playful and light?
Look at the Play-Doh gentleman who's playing the game.
It's
nice
fun.
pink hair. Dumbass.
Well, he just got that guy with a shotgun, so.
Okay, so This is the same thing as PUBG. This is the point to appreciate.
Oh, sorry.
The difference in Fortnite, aside from killing people and getting into the zone as it progresses and gets smaller and whatever, is that you get to construct things.
Yeah, you're building.
The ammo is enormous. Okay? It's like Overwatch and PUBG had a baby.
I don't know what Overwatch is.
You're not even a nerd. You're not even a gamer.
I'm a comedy nerd.
Anyway, this is the Play-Doh PUBG. It looks like an app on the App Store. It looks like something a person would play on their mobile phones. And I hate mobile games. I hate mobile games.
I don't know. I don't think this game is that bad. It's like, it's easy for a dummy like me who's never played a shooting game before to play.
It's true. It's a lot easier to shoot people in this game. I've played 2 games of Fortnite before I decided that.
How many wins you got, though,
I'm
bro?
better than it.
How many wins you got, though, bro?
I don't think I won.
Boom.
How many chicken dinners I've gotten?
What, I mean...
Maybe 4.
I eat chicken a decent amount.
That's when you win PUBG. It's called chicken dinner.
That's
there it is.
so stupid.
Oh, look at that. Oh, wow. That was intense. Ooh. Get out your coloring books, boys.
We're playing Fortnite.
All right. Well, I don't know if there's anything substantial there. I just freaking hate Fortnite.
It was supposed to be a debate, but...
What's there to debate?
Yeah.
Aside from
I don't know anything about video games.
PUBG's way better.
Sorry.
It takes tact. It takes guile. It takes balls. Fortnite, I don't know, takes a box of 64 crayons. Let's transition now to Today I Learned.
I love this. Today
section. I learned that PUBG is better. Oh, wait. I knew that.
Go play some more games until your eyes pop out of your skull.
The second this program ends.
I'm going to Kroger for this program.
I'm going on my Xbox One.
You got the Xbox
and I don't
One
care,
S?
I don't care. No. I don't care. I got the fatty. I don't care if anyone is on Xbox. I don't care if anyone's there. I'll go single. I'll go by myself, Frank.
Tell them your gamer tag.
Drop it onto the roof of school, and I'm going to kill somebody.
Tell them your gamer tag.
The Grey Poupon 33. The Grey Poupon 33. That is the name that killed you, in case you're wondering. Poupon got you. Poupon got you.
Larry Bird, 33. My name is Frank MacMiller7 on Xbox because I came up with it when I was in the 8th grade because I like Mac Miller because I was in 8th grade and I was like, oh, he has the same last name as I do. Until I turned out it was just a stage name.
It's a stage name.
And a mirage.
Yeah. Oh, you're in middle school.
What's my stage name?
Frankie... I can't say
Franklin
that.
Charles.
No.
That's my middle name.
Gay.
That's regal.
Franklin Charles.
Franklin Charles is regal. That's a regal name. Today I learned.
I got a handy outside the bar from Franklin Charles. Next story.
No, Mom.
That's what it sounds like.
Mom.
That's what it sounds like.
Turn off the program, Mom.
Turn off the program, Mom. All right. Today I learned. What
do we got? What did we learn?
5 things.
Okay.
Today I learned that donkey's milk is more like human milk than any other milk of any other species.
What?
Yep, donkey milk. You ever had any?
No, but I've had waffles from donkeys before.
You could
in the morning. I'm making waffles.
That's pretty good. You could call donkey milk ass milk.
Ew.
It's fair.
All right.
It's not a big jump.
Okay.
Today I also learned. You get it, right? Today I learned that
a 4-year-old would get it.
Last summer, playing Fortnite, 4-year-olds, bitches. Last summer, there was a jogger in Colorado Springs nicknamed the Mad Pooper because she repeatedly defecated in public while jogging. Hey, I'm taking a jog. All right, honey. We'll see you later. Oh, nah, I got to poop.
Sometimes when people jog, though, that happens.
Well, no better place than here. And she kept doing it. And she was called the Mad Pooper. What was that? What'd you say?
That's disgusting. I don't like these types of stories.
You ever poop outside, Frank?
I don't like these type of stories because germaphobe Frank freaks out over
I think I know the answer. You've never pooped outside.
Can we skip past this one,
I'm not going to say
please?
it's freeing, but I wouldn't want to die before I didn't do it.
I don't have anything to say about this story.
Today I learned that Seoul, South Korea, is the plastic surgery capital of the world. Seoul, South Korea. 1/3 of women, 33% of female
that is about right.
live-ins in Seoul get plastic surgery. 1 in 3. Dang. I've had plastic surgery 3 times.
On what?
My left hand, my right hand, and my forehead.
Okay.
I enlarged my forehead to make me look more regal. I made this hand slightly bigger than this hand.
Okay.
Can you tell the difference?
Yeah, slightly.
Yep. Why? Don't ask.
I got my nose done.
Oh, yeah?
I got it bigger.
Nice. It's a romantic nose.
It's, what is the term I'm looking for?
A schnoz?
Yeah, sure. I was gonna say it was like defined, but
Schnoz. Michael Jackson, I learned today, relentlessly used to prank call Russell Crowe,
that's funny.
even though they never met in person.
I have the same birthday as Russell Crowe.
Classic Michael Jackson.
He's
Classic.
like, "Hey, Russell." Yeah. He hung up.
Got him.
Got him.
Today I also learned that this is now classic movies.
Okay.
I love movies from the
He loves
1930s,
cinema.
40s, and the 50s.
Camera.
Clark Gable, who was a big deal back then. Big
time.
deal.
Big time.
He was like Brad Pitt mixed with Edward Norton. If Edward Norton and Brad Pitt were the same person, that's how. No, he's Tom Hanks.
Oh, I love Tom Hanks.
He's Tom Hanks.
He's great.
He's great.
Hanks.
He's great.
Tom Hanks is fantastic.
Tom
oh my
Hanks
god,
is on the show, everybody. He's great. Hey, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. Oh my god, he's fantastic.
He was the Tom
He's great.
Hanks of the
Yeah.
1930s, 40s. 50s. He had a career up until the freaking 60s. Okay. In 1930, I want to say 4?
Oh my god.
1930.
It's crazy.
Stand by.
It's fantastic.
Stand by.
What are we looking at
I
here?
shouldn't sing anymore.
What are we
I'm trying to
looking-
look. He was on a movie with a lady.
Wow.
Doesn't really matter to anyone. No one gives a crap except me. 1935.
Oh, did he play in Gone with the Wind?
Yes, he did.
He played Rhett
Clark
Butler.
Gable.
He played Rhett Butler in Gone with the
He
Wind.
was that guy.
And he said, "And frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn."
Yep.
Which
that
was the
him.
first like big cuss word in a movie.
For those of you who don't know, that was during the code when you couldn't do anything. Anything.
My sister forced me to watch Gone with the Wind about every day of my life.
I've never seen it yet.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it's long. I stay away from long. Anyway, Clark Gable and
Well,
Loretta
you
Young.
love Quentin Tarantino.
Look, stop
so
talking, Frank.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna give you a noogie.
You gonna put me in timeout? You gonna put me in
I'm
timeout?
gonna give you, what is it called when you put your head in the toilet?
Swirly.
I'm gonna give you a swirly. If you keep talking over me. Clark Gable and Loretta Young, his co-star in a 1935 film by the name of The Call of the Wind, had an affair, a 1930s affair. It was a hairy affair. And they produced a secret love child. 1935. You're not allowed to have kids out of wedlock. You would get absolutely crushed.
Ostracized.
Ostracized. You would be kicked out of the studio system for doing that. Because you're past 1934. You're into the code territory now, so you can't do crazy shit. Anyway, they made a love child whose name was Judy Young. She was placed in an orphanage. She was then adopted by her birth mother and grew up not knowing that her father was Clark Gable, despite the fact that she looked exactly like Clark Gable. Adam, let's get a picture of the lovely couple. Let's go ahead and get that up.
Yeah, Adam.
Anytime. What are we doing? Anyway,
So this is the
there's old Clark right there.
this is the love child couple.
Yes. Clark, clearly.
Got big ears.
Oh, he's got huge ears. That was the whole deal. That was his whole shtick, right? Man, that guy's got some ears, huh? Boy, would I like to have an affair with him off screen, right? That's what they all said, the ladies.
Got him.
So she had a love child with Clark. They produced this child, seen in 19...
Oh yeah, it does kind of
So
look
it
like
looks
him.
exactly freaking like
Got the eyes, the
Got
bone
the
structure.
eyes. If we could see her ears, I'm sure she had the ears. She had the mouth. She had
Covered
the
them up.
whole skull structure. Didn't know her dad was Clark Gable until later. Fascinating.
So you're saying my sister is Alana Glazer?
I'm saying it's possible. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
We're going to go to our next and final
I love this segment.
program note.
Today in
We are
history.
sponsored. Believe it or not, sponsored
We do have sponsorships.
by
I have one.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Today's sponsor is very near and dear to my heart. I'd like to thank them for all the years of trusty service that they've had on my hip and on my side, literally. I'd like to thank Pagers and Beepers.
Nice.
Pagers and Beepers are not outdated. They're a very useful tool, especially for everyone that works in a hospital setting.
Amen.
If you don't want to get a call and don't want to deal with answering and picking it up and saying, "Hell, hey, how you doing?" and going through that whole dance.
How's your mother?
No one really wants to talk to you anyway. I'm just send me a page, send me a beeper, and send me a quick message. Say, "Hey, need you on the 4th floor." Boom. Beepers. Get yours today.
When you need that guy on the 4th floor, beepers.
Get yours today.
We are sponsored also by the League of Nations. Not the League of Legends, the League of Nations. Technically, it's disbanded. I went in a time machine last night, Frank.
Oh, yeah.
I have one. And I went back to World War I. And I met with the League of Nations. And they were surprised by my height. And I said, if any of you want to meet me on the court, by all means, let's go ahead. The Europeans had not heard about basketball. I digress. I said, gentlemen, I have a news program in 2018. It's on twitch.tv/live at 8. They said, who is this guy? I said, I'm the American diplomat. They said, we already have one. I said, I don't care. I need money, and I need it now. And they gave me a lot of money, believe it or not. I got a lot of non-euro currency. I didn't realize it, but most of the currency that I received were totally out of date.
Did they give you bitcoins?
German marks. What the hell am I going to do with that? I got so many German marks.
What's a franc?
I believe that's from France, and I got a lot of those as well. The Italians gave me a bunch of lira. I don't know. I'm not Italian.
Dollari.
Anyway, we just want to thank the League of Nations for giving me all that money.
All right, then.
So speaking of the League of Nations, Patrick Henry named colonel of the 1st Virginia Battalion in 1776, February.
Was that the year we became 13th? A country?
Yes. Well, that's the year that we wrote the Declaration of Independence.
July 4th, 1776.
We done declared.
I do declare.
On this day, Patrick Henry, who made a very famous text, which I can't remember, he became a colonel for the 1st Virginia Battalion in defense of the state's supply of gunpowder. Simpler times. A Virginia lawyer, Henry gained fame as a member of the House of Burgesses. With his passionate speeches against British rule, I think he wrote something important like
"Give me liberty or give me death."
I think that was him.
I know stuff. He had a dagger and he fake put it in his heart.
You know, the irony is that we barely can think about Patrick Henry. You know, he's still mainstream in 2018. That's pretty impressive.
I would like to be remembered.
No one's going to remember us. No one's going to remember
you.
Yeah.
Me.
You ever think about that, Frank?
Oh, yeah.
Everything that you do really doesn't matter.
Death is my biggest fear. Simply because I hate doing things I'm supposed to do in life.
Right. We've talked about that.
Yeah, I hate doing things I'm forced to do.
You don't like to have responsibilities, so you don't want to be responsible for dying.
Well, I don't know about responsibilities, but being forced to do something. No one likes to be forced to do anything.
Nothing matters.
Anyways, what else happened today in February 13th?
A blue blazer and a blue shirt, and we were talking about that for 20 minutes before the show. And
yeah, he's got nice little sharks on it, kind of pops.
Nobody gives a shit. We're just going to die one day.
This thing took a turn for the worse.
Anyway, actor Mel Gibson completes his DUI probation.
I had to give up my Laker tickets
on this day in 2008.
Anybody else remember that freak out?
Just
me.
He completed the terms of his no contest plea to a misdemeanor drunk driving.
Riggs.
He was 50 years old.
Riggs.
And now he's back. He's got movies.
Mel Gibson is back. He was in that movie with Will Ferrell.
February 13th, 1982.
A serial killer strikes in
Colorado. A 21-year-old woman that could be someone that you're dating.
In a past life.
You lived in Colorado.
I'm looking for a girl from Philly or New York area. New Jersey, maybe.
I've always said a Philly Jewess would do you good. Anyway.
Hit my line.
Mary, the 21-year-old in Colorado, accepted a ride from a man in the ski town of Breckenridge and was raped, severely beaten with a claw hammer, and killed. The attacker, Tom Luther, was traced through his truck and apprehended. He said that Mary reminded him of his mother, and that's why he killed her with a claw hammer.
That's weird.
At least she's remembered, Frank.
I can't wait for this TV series to come out.
1983, a cinema in Turin, Italy, was burned down. 73 people were killed in the fire's blaze through a cinema in Turin, Italy. It had a capacity over 1,000 people with 2 levels, and I have no idea why on earth that is significant to be on that page. I just like cinemas, and I like Italy, so I had to say it. What else do we got, Frank?
I want to find something I just go crazy.
Ooh, my favorite bombing of World War II happened on this fine February day.
All right.
Dresden, bitches.
I don't know anything about it.
Firebombing. Oh, you wanted to live? Oh, it's near the end of the war? Oh, there's no major military supply lines, and yet we're going to fuck it up. We're going to kill it. The whole city firebombed.
All of it.
Whole city was firebombed. On this evening, the most controversial episode in the Allied air war against Germany began. Adam's clapping outside. Adam hates Nazis.
Yeah, I would like to come out and say we are anti-Nazi here. This is an anti-Nazi zone.
Adam's a Nazi. Yeah, Adam's a speaker. We're not sure about Adam. Germany.
I'm anti-Nazi. I am anti-Nazi.
Okay, hundreds of British bombers, hundreds, loaded with incendiary and high explosive bombs, descend on Dresden, a historic city in Germany. And essentially, they burn that bitch to the ground.
Dang.
I've read accounts, personal accounts,
First-hand accounts.
in my studies. I study a lot about that air raid. And the screaming and the general picture that is painted
I don't like that.
of people being burned on objects because the heat is so serious that their skin is becoming grafted onto. I'm trying to paint you a picture.
Dude, I don't like that.
It was horrific.
Was it worse than Pompeii?
I'm not a scientist, so I'm going to say yes. They said initially, hundreds of thousands, 100,000 or 120,000 people were killed. Well, it turns out it was actually like 40,000. But the thing about it was mostly a civilian population in Dresden. There wasn't any huge military things, installations. It was mostly just women and children that have survived up until this point. Because understand, February 13th, 1945, war's basically over.
They've been done.
The Germans are still fighting tooth and nail, but the civilians are like, we're cooked. So naturally, the Allies said, let's burn them. And that happened.
All right, then. I'm glad I learned that because I didn't know that.
You should read the book Slaughterhouse 5.
Oh, yeah, you talked about that earlier.
Yep.
I'm not seeing anything that I just enjoy here.
The League of Nations recognizes perpetual Swiss neutrality. I dropped in yesterday with my time machine to this meeting of the League of Nations in 1920, in which the Swiss said, we don't want to be a part of any wars. And they said, Switzerland, there aren't any wars going on. You're fine. And they said, no. No more wars. Not for us. We don't want it. Don't need it. We want chocolate. We want diamonds. We want your money. That's all we want. We want to ski. We want alpine trees, forests, evergreens.
We want Toblerones.
We want a lot of Toblerones, and we don't want war to affect our Toblerones.
Evian water might be Swiss, too.
I don't know.
Evian water, it's pretty good.
Pretty good stuff.
I'm more of a smart water guy.
That happened.
Voss,
yeah,
I like.
they're saying that
Voss.
135,000 people were killed in the Dresden bombings. That's horseshit. Horseshit. 40.
Matt, you could have told me 5 people got killed in this bombing, and I would have believed you because I don't know anything.
That's like the amount of people that got killed in China during
China.
An offensive I can't remember. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, this is
turned into Matt's History Hour.
This is live at 8, and it's a bit of a mess. But we kind of like it that way, and we hope that you enjoyed your time with us. Whether it was 2 minutes, 30 seconds, 10 seconds to comment, wow, this show sucks. Why am I here? Why are you here?
What is this?
Kill yourself.
Why is Frank's hair all weird?
We appreciate it. We very much appreciate any of the moments you give to us because time is everyone's most valuable resource aside from money. We want to thank Adam White, our producer.
Great job, Adam.
Who isn't a Nazi.
Oh, God.
No, he's just invisible.
He put on the invisibility cloak.
And we want to thank Frank here. And I want to thank myself for being great. I don't give myself enough credit.
Matt, great. You're too hard on yourself.
I'm pretty great.
You're too hard on yourself.
I'm pretty great. You know, no one's going to remember me, Frank, when we die. And that's
cool.
A generation removed. Oh, he was a grandfather. He was really tall. Why are we all short? As the AI, they attacked. They killed our good gene. Anyway.
This segment got deep.
I'm very great. I'm incredible.
I'm the best there is, best there was,
quite frankly.
Best there ever will be.
So, folks out there, be nice to yourself. Tell yourself you're great. Even if you're Frank and you're not great.
Come see me perform comedy tomorrow night.
Yeah, nobody's going to do that.
I might.
Because you're not great. Nah, you're great. Well, I'll come.
You don't have to.
This guy sucks. Anyway, we thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. That's really all I got to say. We're all going to die. No one's going to care. For Frank, Adam, I'm Matt. We'll see you later.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah, so the thing is about this, and I love it.